right, I was for about Pinaxtv, live updates. I did Premo and yes, in the next 1 hour, we have a lot of updates. Premo. Yes, first of all, President Mahama has ordered probes into Accra 2023 games and over $245 million normally. Second one, so President Mahama, yes, orders probe into Accra 2023 games. Yes. So we have a lot of updates. Yes, German president, and also he visited Ghana. Was also a Otum for her, and also the updates about bro. Guru. NKZ, I'll say he's well positioned now. He's well qualified to be Ghana's next president. And yes, Kevin Taylor also applauds Kwame A Plus on his petition to remove the Public Accounts Committee chair. And also the bro. Nana John Toa praises President Mahama's 10 months in office, and as also the Sembain or Kafa and as a point by Agasa no make here the praise President John Dramani Mahama, and as also videos evidence of a Naimos attack Erastus Asaridonko or see our videos in our say MP for Executive North or Bano be denier or videos in our or the back claim say yes indeed. Or no angasa na share so munko yi handcuffs ni mfi omo machi omo nsa nti yenko na yemfa stories no updates no embre mo said etie 13th African Games, all African Games are year we're gonna have from the 8th of March to 28th of March 2024. And our games here so na sikachutri die spend ye Ghana buying spend ye the sports minister LOC local organizing committee omo spend ye Dr. Kwaku Fosu Asare or no and another local organizing committee chairman and as at that time sports minister now Mustafa Yusuf omo enyina na gina mu omo hwema sika $245 million spend here on all African games yedi bi ecosystem dan ewo Boteman na yedi bi so renovate the University of Ghana Sports Stadium yedi bi so games village yedi bi enema bebre ehu enuane omo no ano aye ene ade na we na Ghana for dodo na omo aso I mean, utie nsem ni bi ni sika ye spend ya na Ghana for do na nwanwa ma omo eka ho nsem bebre na na NIB National Investigations Bureau omo the report eba ya President John Dramani Mahama hwemu no sisi e dey say in fact sika kom enti or order say thorough investigations into this all African Games now sha infrastructural cost the 34 million Ghana cedis at the University of Ghana 145 million the Boteman Sports Complex sounds on 16 million dollars and also the Games Village renovations University of Ghana halls ni bimba some of the participants and I say athletes no any officials ni bi recorded that ho games no crack say games ni dey successful fe kama na emum sika dodo a ekomu no na Ghana force your montiase akwa akodru presidency as I was say in the first 2 weeks of December 2025 ye be remu omo enhwehwem omo nye forensic audit na omo emfa report emfa emre no. That is what we have on your screens. Say President Mahama has ordered for a forensic audit into the 13th All African Games spending no ehon ensem na ababetojwa. And he also yes, President John Dramani Mahama has ordered the Auditor General to conduct a comprehensive forensic audit into the organization and management of the 13th All African Games following the submission of a report by the NIB, National Intelligence Bureau, Omo Edebre no. Also, the directive underscores government's commitment to accountability, transparency, and the prudent use of public funds. Yes, and after say NIB Ede Omo a report call and I say President Yemu share no who said no. Yankoni forensic audit. Now forensic audits no which areas and the audits will cover all financial spendings, all financial and operational aspects of the games, including procurement, expenditure, infrastructure, and post-event management. Specifically, the review will focus on audit na di afa enti ye bebo so di amamo. One, also procurement and contracting processes, examining tender procedures, selection of contractors and suppliers, and compliance with the Public Procurement Act 663 as amended. Yes, into procurement and contract processes. Omo the contracts ne ma omo no hwan mu ne de ma omo sefata. Say na wasi de ma omo and a companies ben na mo de ma omo na omo deserve say de contracts ne ma omo ana processes are more firm. Was it due process? Mo check bibia. Are these companies licensed? If they are licensed, that or more documents we could tell mo na chese on betimi undertake this particular contract. And also so point 2 was the financial management and expenditure control, reviewing funds sources, disbursements, expenditure, and sponsorship arrangements. In the end, so you ever have financial management in expenditure. How almost spend this cano no quite no because you spend this cano be ban also be this tobi be never checking this cano it is over bloated and I say a bro at the end ankasane boswa you na be check expenditure. We have to trace accounts. Say sika say in a toss our account because say oba me hosa oba be to especially with the games village aye to to AC air conditions they call hono. So oba me hosa oba to air condition. Now see air condition no 500 Ghana cedis. Enti that is the say quotation ade aba any be gisika akoto. Now you be trace account no because on the quotation obetcha accounts cry emphasis can intum na you be accounts no na 500 million na our transfer and I say 500 cedis in our transfer nemo mate so a transfer be 200 Ghana cedis sa na many nyina you be hwehwe there has to be traces any proofs of payment says sika mobobo so no it is the exact amount na mutu ya de commerce our company no ye wie so a na say ya cost our company no so ho say ampa sa item we amoton ma Ghana. And I say all African Games local organizing committee, no, say 500 cedis are. And I say who say yes, the value of that particular item, no, 500 cedis. And you say 500 cedis, no, you be the value of that particular item, may be 150 cedis. There is going to be a forensic audit. That is the financial management and then expenditure control. And as I say, and also the third one is also here, infrastructure and project delivery, assessing project timelines, cost variations, and value for money, outcomes of works executed for the games. And also here another aspect, project timelines. Is that were you within your timeline? And also you check it. Cost variations. Sika amodi say mu and I say the amount of money amutu for a particular project, no, you have variations, you vary a year cost na and also so check e wo honum and a value for money outcomes, value for money. Sika na yetua no a whole service and all African Games Committee no munya ya na say na it was different from what was stated on the bidding contract we know, and also you better check it. These three areas and forensic audits no better touch. Also, President Mahama has also directed that the audit evaluates the performance and coordination of all government agencies and committees involved in planning and execution of executing the games. And also, so our director said, omo ye government agencies are omo ye part of games ni nyina no. Ye hwe omo niema omo ye edeboa games no. Any they call into it. So this is a President John Dramani Mahama, the directive or the Aba say ye the spending of all African Games. Ba kwa na hwehwe aso Ghana for bi o manum pa accreditation tax. Ye de ba ye allegedly ye see almost spending 4.5 million Ghana cedis. Tax ye de lamination keke o ya print and ya laminate near the ahoma so now they are two com 4.5 million Ghana cedis. Say me ti ha me ha mania na eno nko akra betimi akoso less than 50,000 Ghana cedis betimi ya accreditation no ti enko ne go video we na ye embrace here. Yes, all right. And see, on the accreditation, no, ye be ko ne akwa hwe eye Dan Kwaku Yeboah because asem ne ba ye no amanfo dodo na ebubo ni din say hey Dan Kwaku Yeboah una na ye director of communications for eye All African Games no yes ye be hwehwe mu especially on accreditation tax 4.5 million waba be yi ne ho ano say ono de no onim ho hwe nti enko tie ye Dan Kwaku Yeboah ne nsem odi to dwa e wo audit we
well edikan me da se na first of all Milikan Embo Mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Abaso obi ochi akuntabu obi aye kromfo enti so Mampeni say yenye forensic auditor me metaneti 100 bags of cement because revenue say go fi kasem bi say ote brofo a usuro broni me sure say yoduma na ye ni say kuo but eye danya obi a wo role a o play me say I'm happy because even though I was a director for communication, contract me sign. But when the issues came out about media accreditation, $4.something million, hey, and I don't go where this can be Ghana for. So media accreditation issues, you know, all the contracts, as far as I know, were handled by the ministry. What they were doing was that they were discussing the details with us. But the financial details, you know, so because of the many who contract to be for the African Games, say you're blue, say you're black, now we count and throw and say when you're
all right, so that was a year Dan Kwaku Yeboah. Or no, director for communications at the All African Games Committee, a local organizing committee, LOC, or no, and director for communications, or the name Sama Betuja, say, or no, the send a new who be say, sign contract, and as a contract, we have a ton any more fun and chance and chassis and who be visa, or no, the no, say, I update you more, we akosi say, communications, no say, ni say, now call, or mobile figures at show, more dear figures. Any updates per and no more say any free organizing committee no ho na se sika and also ma sign contracts bi there or more who be bia sada and all right, so that was yes, Dan Kwaku Yeboah ne nsem or they air to dwa ewo ho. Enti yebesa to so na ye the updates on this same issue. Obi enso e de nsem ababa betu dwa. Hwan e na say Solomon Owusu. Sisi e de ono e na ne nam anasa ne nsem eho apaso. Okay, as aseme no de abetu dwa. Yes, o say and someone Eboba on Accra 2023 All African Games are President John Dramani Mahama say and we mu no de papa na sa asem we ne de ohunu say thievery chrono pa na organizing committee and sports ministry no as at that time no omo abo Ghana for enti ono de otachire pa say yenhwehwem no kra say yenhwehwem ti yanko ne nko tie Solomon Owusu ono and director of communications at the UP plus party above for yanko ne nko tie Solomon Owusu ne mra say
budget was around 47 million, for example. Yes, miscellaneous and some of those things, contingencies and all that. What do you make of this investigation? Do you think it's been long overdue? It should have been done by original, budget was around 47 million, for example. Yes, miscellaneous and some of those things, contingencies and all that. What do you make of this investigation? Do you think it's been long overdue? It should have even been done by 2024, etc. And why?
Let me first of all say that Zato has not been fair to TV3, your producers, everyone involved in this morning show this morning.
Why?
The allusion to this split screen phenomena is not good enough because we come here to discuss issues. The sense I gathered from his rendition is that you were just doing equalization, that because you brought in the issue of NIMOS, you also decided to bring in the All Africa Games. I don't get it.
I think he was talking about the government. That the government, because he asked when that the government issued the statement for...
No, but you brought the topic here. So
yes, because I thought it was topical.
It's a topical, and then it's a topical. He must be concerned.
As an editorial team, we thought it was...
And I'm also very much disappointed in you if he says, by virtue of the fact that knowledge protocol has been filed, anyone who has stolen from this country must be left off the hook.
I've never said that.
That is what that implied that you. When you were speaking, I was here. I wasn't.
No.
So
this morning, a lot of injustice has been done to me, so I want to agree that.
Dr.
I've
Zato,
never said that.
Dr. Zato.
No, now I wasn't interrupted because I've never interrupted anybody.
Did I interrupt you?
Let's go. I never said that. I've not said that.
Dr.
No. You see, Roland.
Dr. Zato.
So
Dr. Zato. No, Dr. Zato. Dr. Zato. So please, you shared an opinion that the issuing of the nolle prosequa means that the government has no business, lost that credibility to instigate or start any form of corruption-related case.
So that's what I've explained to you.
I
So
guess
not fair to as it were analyze it in the way? That's all. You cannot say that.
I've tried not to be disruptive of the program.
You let me go on.
I've tried that.
You, if you have tried, keep
I've
there.
done that.
Remain there. Remain there.
So you are saying that his categorization is unfair?
It's unfair. It's unfair.
Why?
It's unfair because the point is that you and I know, we have known this matter since 2024, that all Africa games, I don't want to hear irregularities, I don't want to hear misalignment. It's pure thievery and stealing. Let's get it straight.
Pure thievery and stealing?
Look, a typical case in point. You know, before the Public Accounts Committee, the former Minister of Youth and Sports, Yusuf, what's the name? Yusuf Ahmed, what's it? Well, it will come. Yusuf. Told the entire world that the ministry had extended more than $3 million to the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. You remember that? Mustafa Yusuf. He told you that they actually paid Ghana Broadcasting Corporation more than $3 million to air. Is that not the case? Immediately he said, and here let me salute Professor Alassane Amin, the Director General of Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. It did not take him more than 24 hours to say, hey, wait a minute, what are you talking about? You are saying you paid GBC more than $3 million. We only received $105,000.
Oh, are you saying the minister?
You do the deduction. He lied. He lied before the country. He lied. You understand? Just like Adam has said, who pays $60 million to buy air conditions? These three halls, they are in very good conditions. In fact, they took a facility
Elizabeth C. Hall.
I went there personally. And the sad aspect of it is that immediately after the games, they went and stole all the what's the name? The air conditions.
They were removed?
They were removed. I bet you it will not cost more than $500,000 what they did. It will not. Even if it gets to $500,000, we must question those that bought it. Why? Air conditioning doesn't give. Is it air conditioner that gives life? Is that what are you talking about?
High-level air condition?
High-level air condition. Look, the number of athletes that took part in this All-Africa Games, they were not more than 3,000. Take it from me. And like I said, the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Liberians, and all those that came, they don't know how to eat wache, fufu, and pesi, and so on and so forth. In fact, they bought their own chefs. They were eating from their chef's foods. So they couldn't have...
Moroccans...
How can Moroccan come and eat fufu? You see, this country, when they are stealing from it, they are not even stealing with proper debt. Moroccan coming here to eat fufu. But we were told that we are spending $15 million in cooking. You see, one thing that saddens my heart is that this country, people that are put in positions of authority, they take advantage of the country anytime we have a difficulty. You remember the issue with COVID? When COVID struck, they took advantage of it and milked this country. Run this country aground. The All-Africa Games, it was supposed to take place in 2023. But because we were not done with our infrastructure, we had to plead with the organizers to shift it to 2024. And when we realized that the country was under pressure, that was when all these things happened. Tax. Close to $4 million expended on tax. When Olympic Games, not up to 750,000.
Take tax.
Which one is it? Mere paper. The one who hold it will get a ton. They gave it to you and told you that they expended it. And the minister was bold. And the organizers, they were going about because in this country, they think that it won't get to anywhere. You get my point. TMA Sports Stadium in Takwa, from scratch, Goldface Ghana expended only a little over $13 million. 13. $13 million they used to construct a fresh stadium. Now, University of Ghana Sports Stadium, it was almost 84% complete. These people looked straight into you and I.
Which one?
Yusuf and his 13th All Africa Games Committee. They told us that they expended $34 million to finish it. Remember, the Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium, how much it cost this country to construct it. Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium did not cost more than $20 million.
All right, so that was Solomon Owusu, director for communications at the UP Plus party about for front on also then some to just say all African Games near expenditure money there thievery and a course no ama amount for and as a man on the dan near man no omofa so edible Ghana mine chrono na or comparison with some of the stadiums even the SCCA term any the current expenditure University of Ghana Sports Stadium any halls or more renovate kakra hoye for the games no ho ensem and or they able to he was also speaking about the fact that tax now almost over $4 million allegedly, and also asem honum $34 million dollars and they complete University of Ghana sports stadium now also say some of the stadiums cry see from scratch now it be a new $30 million and so the yes it was almost 84% complete. Yes, here the $34 million anyway. Then komu. They were talking about tartan tracks. They were talking about parking space near there. Now comparison na hupa honomenti way any Solomon Owusu nsemo de two about President John Dramani Mahama order saying forensic audit on the All African Games 13th All African Games expenditure course no and yes. That was from the President John Dramani Mahama Ninsemo or the Atuja about audit or say moving on with our updates call the Ashanti region. Yes, call Menshia na him say the German president wababe PM Ghana has say na watri mu de or Ghana has say oba pro na ofri nkran ha ofri Flagstaff House straight ena oko Kumase okoshia opemso otikokoswo otufo osei to the second ena okoshia na one no atwetwe nkomo prior to that na wadi nka asoma na envoy na ase ni team amomaba abebo na na amane say president Frank Walter Steinmeier the German Republic or more a president. And here we videos his arrival at Prempeh the First Airport the Ashanti Regional Minister Ekoshiano Chian yenkɔ here sa video ne samra sisi. right, so that was the Ashanti region. Nananom, any Ashanti regional minister, any some security agencies, and as a security, Omo Ekoyo Mukushia, the president of Germany, Obabi PM Ghana ha, was answered in any menshia. Now, Yabesa Konya with heavy security. How are president of the Republic of Germany, the convoy any movie from the Prempeh the First International Airport, Eddie Freeho. Eddie call mention. Now, first of all, how he was welcomed by the Adwa and Kete group. Omo eba the Prempeh the First Airport. Share the president of Germany. Tienko na yenko hear sa video no. And sani ababa hear the convoy moving from the airport to mention. Yenko hear how the Kete and Adwa group welcomed the president of Germany. Near Samra Sisi. All right, so this is the German president now. What be PM Marseille, Ochia, the security personnel are over present. They will come in no Prempeh the First International Airport, and we're linked to over. Before that, now it is a German national anthem. So now actually, Nananum Edin Kind Elpunsa, Kama the Ama German president Frank. Say waba abepiem ewo komase bibia obeyibia de koyi kama de amano asisi watene nsa achia security personnel are not present achache na asisi ochia omaka from the office of the Ashanti regional minister ochia the next one say you are welcoming kama the kitchen in Adwa group action of the Ashanti culture Asa actually na said the amamrene amane tie no BBC no na osenka president Frank His Excellency Frank na ode kakra etototo obo so kama na we bi omo kama e wo ha wakotena kamwa na ode babe kwaso e dia akopie na shia enti ene so ye de ho video be ma. All right, so that was His Excellency Frank Ono na were coming kama the airport Kumase na CCA dia wabepiem ne visit and any da etoso miensa Ghana ha president ya bepiem Ghana CCA Kumase now right from the airport and ofri honum and oko menshia with heavy security and the convoy no it take here from the airport all through to the Menshia Palace. Okoshia Otumfo or say to two. It's ever heard the convoy and how the convoy moved from the airport. Mukopi Mel Menshia and Yango Hair and so not Yembra CCA. All right, so that is the convoy of the German president. Ono ena wababe PM ewo Asantemai amano akwaba kama na omu edina eko PM ewo Menshia Palace. Entieno the convoy ena uhu ewo hono. This is a Menshia entrance and ewo ho ayi na yenigusu ayehwe no. Obi rem ewo menshia na onigu so a ohwe sisi no obi pie ewo menshia okohia otumfo otekoko so na oni no atwetwen komo bebre na omo ebedi ewo ehonom. So this is the presidential convoy of the president of the Federal Republic of Germany ono na wababe piem ewo Asantememo CCA die wangako piem ewo menshia oni no oni otumfo ekohia ye omo edidi nkomo bebre fa Ghana man Asanteman ho any Ghana and Germany, the Ashanti Kingdom and then the German government omo enkomo bilateral relations do na enkomo bebre and of course into the when you so how CCA the entry and as the entrance of the president of Germany, the PM ewo menshia and when you go so CCA ya yiji ede emamu into the casa or the ABPM and as a casa they were offered to him the convoy would be a Timubi President Moa and Ababi PM. A lot of people were talking say we are sure say a German president and a prime minister B and I said minister B and as a foreign minister B and PM. This is the German president and the Frank Walter Steinmeier and Ababi PM Menshia Palace and Casa and when it goes to also the president Nabe PM I will come no SRB Genemo, SR will come in, come the president now we see from Chia on a Ashanti regional minister. See, and so none of us have a man Aquaba to Ashanti first Aquaba in there. No, a regional minister, regional compatriots, regional minister, the team, no man Aquaba, and I see idea. I had a Ashanti, and another man Cassan, see from one or more of a man Aquaba. No wakurem akwakusie wakakusia otumfo ankasa ewo hono. Yes, that is the German president BPM ewo Asante. All right, so that was the German president, Ono, and how he was welcomed to Menshia Palace. Okoya, Yamana Kwaba, for the Ashanti regional minister, Otumfo, him for Omunyanso Baya, or Mobabishia, the German president, our BPM or Asante Memuno. Now, moving forward, no, Yabaka share on the meeting between Otumfo say tutu nana eshia no ochia no kama or welcome no into the fie baby awote where his seat is oshia na oni no edi nkomo nti yen kono yakwohwe the time the German president oshia otumfo otekokko so ewo menhia oni no echia yen kono yakwohwe sa video no so ne embra sisi. All right, so aha and omora the newly built auditorium yes see ewo Mensha Palace hono eno ena when you so ohwe bi no nti aha no na omo ewrem you can see the German flag ewo ho and at the other side ebi mu bi say den na yan use Ghana flag. There were other commentaries in so na kire say president ne ba no okọ aman mienum oba Ghana man e no okọ Asante man hold through honor now say you use the Ashanti flag. That is the narrative and as a communications are also abontainty. The entourage Omudi Germany president and him no akakopie otumfo otekoko so anim na wakakochiano alongside Ashanti regional minister alongside the entourage from Germany. Almost also the team from Germany. And German presidents wakako share otumfo wachia na omunyina edi nkomo kama onim say nana de one abrofosam de onim say watena brochiri ache enti wo share omo a onim hawa oni omo ebisi edi nkomo asre kama enti you can see say Ashanti regional minister ono so wakako chia ne nana kama ewo ehonom Omo Maka from the Ashanti Regional Minister's office. Omo nyina so akwa omo ekwochi Ashanti Regional Minister introduce Papay and na chair otumfo say yes he's part of my team and also so ewo hol ma wo hwe ne kama nti afei and na enkomo no eba be hyase kama afei and na eba be hyase enkomo no ebe hyase na right after that and also so enkomo bebre dodo na ni meetings bebrebe ekoko so ewo ho nti ahide omo ma be piem na omo echia otumfo. This is the German reps and as the German envoy omo free Germany by no so akwa omo chia nana kama ewo ho no so echia no ewo ho yes nti omo nyina akwa omo ekochia from the presidency of Germany omo so akochia nana kama ewo ho no and I was Gusua when you Gusua or share now was Gusua with you. Alright, and that is the German president okopiem ewo otumfo ahemfie ewo menhia one no etna se edidi nkomo bebre ewo menhia palace hall utimu ze obia is present obia o mata bia wa santemamu from ahemfie any the local governance from the Ashanti regional minister on any pamfo nyina kopiem ewo ehonomu bi na enu achi His Excellency Frank Walter Osanso Epiema Okoshia the Ashanti businessmen a omo Asante memu President Frank Walter His Excellency Okoye Sanso ni omo koshia despite munyina piemu wo hobia ni omo shia didi nkomo fa adwene about how betimi I invest in the Ashanti region to make the Ashanti region flourish the more. Enti yankon the president of Germany the meeting on the businessmen a omo Ashanti region no oni omo shia didi nkomo yankon no so na yembra sesiye. All right, so as you can see, President Frank Volta Steinmeier and yes, 2462 and the more air tour and here the Menchia Palace. Come on. Yes, moving majestically, we can all see. Says for also or the no edge here and the businessmen are more despite it will be Dr. Kwekwoten and so Mehuno a hobby Dr. Kwekwoten. Him said the near money be or the free Germany and the productions need be or the free Germany and on the airbar. Yes, no, I Dr. Kwekwoten and some other businessmen are more Kumase, more free Asante Memo Menkanasa, or Munina, a presenter, Nana Edio Moechia, or more kama, a honomuti, Commodidina, Mokoswa, or Muguswa, or more AD, a honor. This is the president of Germany, Ono and our BPM, our Asante Memo, CCAD, kama so we need a trivia yes, this is the president of Germany, also what we a year Asante Memo and when a tria or yes Nanoma ka abeka na omo funino kama chairman and so and I will chairman bachelor Muzamon Chikakra na Ubia in Yam Funini and Tinana chairman so and I betray mu honoma or coordinating a year the order of photography a year menshia kama I know and I will need to show yes, that is a year Menchia Palace. Meeting with the German president. Yes. So that is what we are all watching. Your screens no so. All right, into your household after a year the meeting, you know, you say more MPA the free year auditorium hall, and I said yes, see a hall, and Nana project a whole MPA the free honoma, Nana I hate it, and so what do you more common with in every tonight? I will say Ojana Kwai. Now any other activity or year a war a year Asante Memo or what was or now or good see the Ashanti regional minister, and only the German president, and then Babeti Esi Kuna Omakako, Niema 1212 be a war a year around Kumasi, and some other a year engagements are almost a year a war Kumasi, Yanitias or Moko, a KTI na Omokolanchi, a year Green Tech, a war a year Kumasi Technical Institute. Engagements or Bayer was Santa Memo. That is the president of Germany, the visitor, OPM or Santa Memo, only for a good income. I hate the name, so we pay all free honoma. I also our call a year baby before now. I could in Juma a whole and so I was Santa Memo. Yes, that is the update. The free the Ashanti region of Ghana. All right, Abuja Fonti, that was the German president, the visitor, Oba, Ghana Maimuha, was also called Asante Memo, kushia utumfo ne di nkomo. Now moving on with our updates. Guru NKZ odomedeka ne bema ho. CCID ordinance aba betudwa. Eyina enim se ne tenure as a University of Ghana SRC president abewie with a lot of controversies. Kasa bebre any a lot of controversies are course so the latter part of a year the University of Ghana SRC president. Now we and we here amafo bebre engaging on the didin komo say hey Guru wo blame pa because yenti say SRC president bi aba ne honsam ne kasa bebre te say wo de ida na amafo bisa no ne experience how ohu SRC presidency no sign na esitie no ankasa so di tudwa se sie de wa fam SRC ho University of Ghana ne de he's very ready because what to amamuo ne ne ma ne say he's ready enkotie Guru NKZ no ankasa ne nsem odi tudwa se sie de onya president ni bi ono so bedi because de wa fam ne de experience na ba enkotie Guru na yemra sisi.
Looking at this sa nipa kakra we a wodi omuso no pressure e wo mu no Guru ugidi se da achi bi ubetumi abeyo opanyini bi adi dom so sa pressure kakra we a la show ubebobo wadwene no ubetumi aye MP minister and president e wo Ghana
upe onze maka ho okay niema men e wo mnie we eho eden na e represent. This is an institution, a school. Ye koko ye den, ye kusiandie. Miniman kamanko. Minim ti a mekoye. Mekoye se dienti. Mekoye se menso minim dia me wono metim dia beboa. Na mekoye no nso eye school nti. Ni ye wo na minim no misan kusiae. Enti adisua na okosuae no. Eno ena wo je ho certificate eme dia fa mi ajaje wo se wo sa de na wo ye no ho enim de ena life na experience adom ni experience ni de nam enti se ukodi sa di brena obi a wawruli anase why SRC president of University of Ghana obetimi ruli Ghana any day any time. Wow. Me catch what they share, majority of them in our parliament, ministries, most of the students, leaders, no, omune woho. Sa experience, no, and omudeko. It is almost to me and fahwa. U leadership cry role no ebe shiki. Nti media legona me coin aboa me coin bi so papa ama me sua how to endure. Obey tolerant. Obey more corporate in terms of understanding say nipa say the services and as leading the entire body no you are governed by the constitution and as anema no santete no amafam no unia just obi a wa family outfit in the benya sa experience no yenton okay inti aboa me ama sa 80,000 na wo say school for you go no no Wana the even the latest and I say the president of Ghana now of Ministry of Education a honor of the likes of Honorable Okujeto a honor of and wana majority of the people are so more lead Ghana now the likes of Honorable Sami Ukumo even to the extent say the former president of our well almost I would say 90% of president or more ruling Ghana FAO.
Nti se sana wo kan dia na se Guru so afa hoyi. Na se no Guru FAO we pie obeye politics se.
Unsema wo pa kana fe na wo bone tofa ho.
So na me brede question no. It is wa boa me ama ma brede abesi ha. Se mpanfo we ya wa bom yidi nyina afa ho dia. Guru so afa ho ne botae den. A wo de ko fa ho.
Botae ne se so omunyina fa ho timi play omu role successful men so me qualify to play any role about leadership. Okay. Me qualify. That's good. It doesn't matter. O dear mame chop box scramble say mean lead mean hold the mantle to rule and not to lead. meyo omo asede amomo eno na mekosua mind you me study political science and information studies inti align with ade na mekosua ye no asiso pepe edi asem kure inti me makwa kosua no masia practice inti niema miru na de ba
when you in-depth knowledge no
yeah inti won kire me he for politics yen kra ne me wo experience na me wo now no ne te anase okra any position any because any okra latest no latest politics no
Obi Beka say you serve so well but getting to the dire embers of your service no you lost your temper and you
there be na me
now we school
na me
okay
na ka fi say antics na hu yen ka me mahani over crowd da be boso me crowd na twem
okay
it is me regular now regular dey ball regular game oh say dey mind you
okay
akonwa na otiso na yetimi impeach you enti there is so much govern will sit as SRC president and yes sorry pen wa ba sorry tambi bi da wontin na communicate no kra nyame musuon count na deviate the purpose students ebe parody for your impeachment esi Legon no be the president for even a day obi timi the president for hours obi the president for ade 1 year no o the president for 3 months obi kra de win years wani kra
wow ni nyina akoso
antics dey call her let me have school me feel horror wow it be politics no wan ka say to say baby anam no uhia yesu
congratulations my brother why are there
bibisa
why are there
cause my film
you've done well enye easy o now if you kra wona wo yere ne wo makra nkwala kakra kra te sen otimi tete wa ma
senior yetimi bomi jasa afi na say what dem say ohia be wu utimi dwene sa
ama wo socratic kakra pressure
ka say spark square ba mitimi dwen sa afi wona wo say wo su bedi na akonwa no enya ade a obi am force
yes
wona also be service enti wo be service ya provide those services na ko enintia during the happenings, the challenge, everything that you were seeing, ma ota anything that would deviate the purpose, the purpose, outfit, no purpose, no, because we represent it. So we don't know be wo Legona. Men am hey. What was idea no? And now the I say we student activists and I said me free home po. Until now I say who advocate for the interest, which is anything ever bring it the support. Any bibi nko ya betimi aka. Wow. Ho na mijina say there.
Alhamdulillah.
Amen. All right, so that was a guru in some more the tuja about the controversies about the SRC president. So could the na say the one so the about tuja says ultimate di SRC president of University of Ghana. They say qualify. Say the one angasa because you're hearing penny for the donor. They pass through these students leadership, students politics. In kakanga crown or be pure on this idea. On also so or qualifier or he say on also bet me abe jiremu no abe the president or Ghana because the no be no koye wakusia as a course or koye University of Ghana no wasa practice into no angasa or ye 2-in-1 and ojina hwa wode aba no enti te say president John Dramani Mahama ne na adodanko akufo aya koma bom mienu and ye guru NKZ nsemo a ono so ede atudwa no nti ye hwe ekwa animu no say prophecy beba na ono akasa so be unity de na ejina ye guru so now moving on with updates no yes na enche bia na A+ de betudwa say public accounts committee Honorable Abna Osei Asari chairperson odi enim public accounts committee no anka ye nyinu emfiri ho na nsam ne sai mami oni finance minister former finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta no ye adwuma ewo no on the ministry hobby on no finance minister to anu etiam bibia at a point kra na honorable finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta former finance minister na ne ho dodo ne kakra anytime or absent bia na mami ene gina mu eye adwuma ma no enti on state owned enterprises SOEs for no oni omo ekọ na kra na dodo na oni omo ene ye adwuma because sa wo budget ba finance ministry ne ba approve omo so na be yi sika e de ama e de akọ dwuma at a point ne ehu se mami odi dwuma son pa e wo finance ministry honum enti e den ena se ene public accounts committee omo etoto amanfo anu ono ena ye chairperson because ono on tiase because ye hwemu pa na nka onu mom kra na release funds e de mo omo enti e den ne onu mom ena oti adwamu a oboa me atoto oma no enti enko ne enko tie Kevin Taylor sisi e de o se oni A+ e ya adwen ode ne ya adwen pa wo ne petition ode akọ parliament say yenyi ma me no enfree ye committee ne so as a chair no yenko ne enko tie Asamoah Kevin Taylor can about A+ ne petition a ode akọ say yenyi ye public accounts committee chairperson yenyi ne enfree yenko ne enko tie ne mra sisi e
Allah. Allah, so bro. Allah, I would never. Allah. Allah, so bro. Allah, I would never envy you. I don't even want to be in your position. Allah, hey, Allah, so bro. All right, now, Mommy Uncle Grace Jones so. Grace Jones, you see A+ a petition parliament. Say a year Grace Jones. Why's the summer? I like that. I see A+ also or a member of parliament. You need him come A+. Also, until one say, what petition a year parliament to say A+ petition speaker for removal of Abena Osei as PAC chair. Besides, get me Abena Osei local video. The train. A+ is on TSC, and honestly, I don't know what Parliament would do, but at least morally, A+ is making a legitimate case. And the reason why I'm saying A+ is making a legitimate case in NSA, whatever decision Parliament take on this matter, honestly, I don't care. But at least for Edum Rebia, I will say, Nipa chere say, Sebio, Yemubi, Yenyamwa. At least, I will say, Nipa chere say, Ye Nipa Nkwadie, I will say, a man Nipa su who say, yes, we are journey. And I believe, say, this decision by A+ no, morally, it is right. Because, Mami we 90% of Nipa Anaboshem or Ghana. Now, we say 8 years, Ofori-Atta ye finance minister. So Ofori-Atta extra budgeter, only mami with an extra. Ofori-Atta sign a contractor, only mami with a sign. So Ofori-Atta etu kwanya, this woman was basically the substantive finance minister. There is no dealer Ofori-Atta signing with Ghana. This woman for 8 years. For 8 years now. Now because Ofori-Atta no. This was the woman who was deputizing Ofori-Atta. Enti adibia na Ofori-Atta ye biano na mami we Grace Jones na onim. Now, isn't it shocking? Say abaya sisa. Na right now no ye toto eye aban indwuma kuo obo da no ano wo de omo beto ye sika nipa bi ewia eye MPP fo na omo hyehyɛ ho. Remember, this Grace Jones na oye appointee et say SOEs, state-owned enterprises, omanomuye CEOs for various government institutions and ministerial appointments at the bank of war. And the damage that was done under Ekufuado, CEOs be area sika, various government institutions, you know. This woman technically was the head of finance, deputy finance minister. Now, is it not shocking? Say abaya sisa, na as a nation, ye pese ye hu eye sika nkofo wi afri ye ho krono omo boy ya the person who was paying the money to them, the person who was the finance minister, is the person chairing a SAR committee. No, how are we going to get to know the Obo Krono? How is she going to allow? Because the more expose in conform more ekufuado abemu time na onu your finance minister ye expose your ma urban side no, the more ye bie ne to no na onu so mu say in conform to be bie, and the more ye bie conform to no na Grace Jones so ne turu mu bie. Inti morally, why do you think say Grace Jones bet na waka say me ma mum bie conform to turu na be bie bi so me turu more ding ubetie ni sa ai say nyumre choba bie atutum ai. Inti A plus say, how can we allow the thief to be overseeing the interrogation of thieves? Because you see, the interrogation in the committee, no, it is not omomuti and the no. It is a Sam George Beto Ministry of Communications. So we beto DVLA. A Juma obeto yano in Kura MPP for the boy yano. And no na all the wounds come out said, yeah, beto ye. Na kromfona oboa nkofo emo wiaye no den na oma kromfo de betena so onu mom bebusa busa se ne nyonko kromfo no na owia ade ana. So A plus say it does not make sense. It looks like say a jumana committee ni ye no park ni ye no, it will not yield any results because kromfona or lady in kromfon keto mama say department and see a state owned enterprises no sa kromfona oversee omo no omu ja mess no ono oni na ebe tututu obia no aka say nipa ni mom eye onu the Juma or ye. Sir Grace Jones way, where on earth will a government or a nation tell us to say Nipana run the Ghana economy down? This woman was the finance minister. Time omka second oforiata send labor o send kidney or pro this was the woman who was the finance minister all the time. Do you know that?
All right, so that was Kevin Taylor. Then someone they are to draw about A plus the petition. Or they are called Parliament. Public Accounts Committee chairperson. You know, if free so no ceremony could see because yes, she was part of the past government. You know, him say na Obo Juma Edeboa finance ministry. You know, into heading and I at committee or measure in Semua. Yede maame no na ekoto ano enti ono de ohunu se emwa because some are yehwehwe mu se sie no we are looking into the past government ene omo buy de omo beto ye ene de omo esese omo astart ya omo ye enti you could see say most of them goes into a year 2023 2024 2023 2024 enti also so na mami owo finance ministry obo adwuma enti ono ana approve some of these spendings and I say especially on ECG for side say or more time or more spend bro so instead of them to come for a supplementary budget or supplementary budget and also a finance ministry and I approve the amount is almost spend ye nyina ni ade ni nyina no finance ministry na omo na hwema funds na ekoho nti ye den na de ye audit these SOE state owned enterprises any departments here mami and etenemu binti ono de oside Kevin Taylor also ono de oside with A plus no matter the outcome of the petition ohun say A plus aya de pa ewo ehonom enti yes that is the update ye de mamo ewo ehonom enti moving on ye twaso na ye de update no atwaso de amamo yɛkɔ Nana Jantoa yɛnyina anim sɛ wɔ Insura FM ɔno ɛna ɛyɛ morning show host wɔ hɔ no ɔde ne nsɛm aba bɛto dwa about President John Dramani Mahama nsɛm bɛn ɛna ɔde ato dwa sisi ɔsɛ President John Dramani Mahama ne 10 months ɔde ebedi akonya so ɛwɔ Ghana ha from January na besi sese mmerɛ 10 months up to October ne deɛ President John Dramani Mahama ɔho ne sɛ wayɛ adeɛ papa nti ono de o bona baso na okasa so edifa Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ho eno so ne nsem kakra odi tudwa no eno so ye be kwakotie nti na Jantoa talking about the city any interventions aban ba ye President John Dramani Mahama or ba ye ne niema wa ba ye ewo aban as president who said that this man is serious na who say niema o ye in 2016 na Ghana for gina so to aba editia no and nei aban no anasa aban ni nyumadi omu ye nyina they are trying to correct omu mistakes omo ye 2016 into no there who say President John Dramani Mahama or your president yes indeed or catch say he's reformed wasanse sua enema bebre okotena afie no na chese no kremu no kre sampa papa no okofie no akosua enema bebre a odi ababaka odi ebabebu oman no enti we any the kind of mabasobo na odi ebo President John Dramani Mahama enti ebekọ na yakotie na Jantoa ne nsem odi tutwa or compare NDC government and NPP government or maba akono or compare 10 months to 8 years of NPP rule no yenko na yenkotie na Jantoa na yensa emra sisiye
yewra John Mahama enyoma wo ye nyina che so serious wo de enka no kre wa ha ene dollar ye say for almost 9 months John Mahama timia manage dollar na ma dollar no what timia manage ama ene dollar no wo form mo ka che say ye to ma John Mahama NDC ye beto dollar 20 cedis ene yewra John Mahama de no anya de na ne emu bi ye doubt no ne watimi ama dollar gina so a ebi 10.2 ayere so aye 12 yewra John Mahama timi ayi levy free ho yewra John Mahama watimi cut down say independence no ye nya ni bebre be cut down cost yewra John Mahama timi di less than 60 ministers etimi aye adwuma yewra John Mahama so far so good ne time say won to say appointee bia disika da ben wati we dem buy ya na ka PDS yewra John Mahama time mo ka kire ye say John Mahama ba obegu free senior high school yewra John Mahama ba free senior high school nugu so yewra John Mahama ba no o say first year for mo be school free wa sha say etuatua into utan kodua na oyinim nika what is said John Mahama time will be a diska 9 months why no what is we diska and she say oye ni say ya no oye ni say ya na ekosi say ya na Ghana for say Stella no MPP for ne pomu wa bra mo ankasa mu kum ho me na me koka say Dr. Baumia anye serious enye mo anam kokai enyamo na mo se Kenya pon oni emotional intelligence no yare or mental problem me na me kai enyamo na mo so or mental problem MPP before mo tie mi a mo hohoro mo ho no me na Jantoa me na ko ka say mo se ye bie ni trim Kenya pon ye bie ni trim to wa bodama na so mental problem na me kai enyamo na me ko kai enyamo na mo se Dr. Baumia ye 10 into 20 10 for 20 ni akanfo so me na me ko kai enyamo na me kai enyamo MP before na mo ka se Dr. Baumia ye 10 die ontimi ni account mo nam ko kae na masam hu awia na mo di mabufo ba be show bi ho de mo ye wo social media mabunu ene de we mo si didi matem Canada Pump supporters didi Baumia nkrofo atem Baumia nkrofo didi Canada Pump nkrofo atem munya we na mo sam hu wia na mo po bi de aba ba be hye no obeto ama Canada Pump atoma no memfa ho mi medidi obeto ama Baumia wasem tomano mi medidi de mi hia ne se masori anopa na mati good news it said the mate no because me so business mi wo mu bi enti me businessman ne ka chem say na say dollar na ye fo a manage because ana me pe obi obeka no kranim say enyoma bo so ate enye ni nyina na so ate de but generally no enyoma bo bi so a na ye ton dindin eso ate enti wo mpewe ye nya aban a o ka asem kire na otie first ne ka galamse asem kra na obi bedi diatem ene aban we wo ka asem efa galamse hu a no ayire ne ho no akwa solve problem na ma Despite all the challenges, aban we are committed so can sema. Mitimi can sem nam penifo from Jubilee House. No my friend and now can we near ye. Empokra so mu disagree with in some our kind cra. Obie no be attack we do atem. Yere John Mahama time. Me can sema. Nebi kromo ntia so mu be fresen and now can we. This is what we are talking about. This is the reset. This is the research we are talking about. Yere John Mahama wasesa ni suban ya sesa ni suban na wasesa na ye de ye papa. Enu nti se nkofo kamfo na otiwo o party asai wa men wonyama ba NDC first hwe en NDC for akratefo abam. First ni say NDC for mole for o man ko school o munya akrache en NDC for aya akrache ye professors ye doctors ye hwan akese o mama party na ye akono hwe the party na ye NDC as a party the way say aya akono ama en MPP for ebitimi to manum to say me NDC ni sanyo mana afekire mo se wo mo party mo ncheke mo titi wana ken ba umia na mudim.
All right, so that was Nana John Tuan and somebody to applauding the president or Bot Nabaswa or Sansu DB money NPP forces. See, I'm not on a moya baumiana ken a modi di mohatem sebe moto to mane moho any a day and the mumesha NDC. So I say NDC CID aye akono ane sas CA obi abeso or didn't for NDC and the people are proud to say I am me NDC ni or ne amount for many j some beka say ono so ye NDC ni any ade and 11 year free ho we na same people ankasa ne say President John Dramani Mahama okotena afi osa bae no wasesa. Yes, the president that we knew way back 2014, 15, 16, no, and yes, our president in who is a CA, one man munyam about a year NDC, and as I say, a cratch of 4 penny for a titre, and as I see, or more NDC, more ebu or minus CA, wabona basso with the CDs, CA, our cost around maybe at 12 point something, as I see, I won't say, I'm 10. And no cry, I think what the Beko 8, no, I have no so there be and the M1 with exports and imports near Dina no castle. Into the ente so yaman in 10 honoma, why? Into a John Tuan so and an opo a President John Dramani Mahama Abaso ewo a honomono. What be a money Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and Nick Honorable Kennedy Japan or more Macau more a flag bearer praise a warrior and people muhe na musuana munya samoto de emane mo de bia ewo a honomono. Yes, that is from Nana Jantua from all the way from the Ashanti region in Shra FM. No yebeko the next update so na ye the updates na twa so na ye the amamo na ye nyina ye bekai set na wotwe atwa na anasa na wotwe mu juada na ye the update the ebremo the bremo about Naimos omo attack a course so Hidiem ye Brony Chrome from Brony Chrome to Hidiem and as a go so Hidiem highway ne so attack ya attack omo abra no mo ye some operations na ene enyina nim say ya ma MP Yamano a bill of 150,000 Ghana cedis. I ask Ashen say money free a young crime Muha and ko baby our bra or more amanie there be ultimate 2 free a year has a yen sound co. No one can share man for kutupa bio, no man can call police for a hidium and Tianunti as if anyone free aha. Now as someone is saying Erastus as I don't call. Or the a year right up tin by Betchere and Seminimu said the any see ye. From a year time who say a man for a galam say o Brony Chrome o mujina ye call honum e ko confronti omo e ka chom sa na mo to munkata so e chichi a year omo ye operation galam say for ni bi e ma omo ye first call e ma defense a year e was constituency ho ba ye e chire call so for call ya Stephen North MP Honorable Ebenezer Kwekuado obe PM ewo honum ensem bebre ama e bai say yes MP or die say omo ayachi omo no yenya omo ema ebi mko snatch handcuff keys ebebie ebi mu de se omo nko ni nyina ye nsem ebobo ba ye na wotwe na wie ye a efiri juada na ba no ye ka ho asem asisi akopie se esi e de investigation se ekoso as against honorable Ebenezer Kwekwado MP for Asutifi North na ye call for MP for Asutifi South honorable Collins Dauda odo so sisi ensem abeto dwane se ono so se oni mo hwe enye ono na o instruct honorable Ebenezer Kwekwado so onko insight youth no se omonko attacking Namos omutima na ewo hwidiem no na ensem a eboba no Erastus Asaredonko de abeto dwa se ne right up ode ba ye no odi shemu se MP na insight youth no se omonko attacking Namos for osanso di shemu se MP na insight omo monko na monko bie handcuffs a de gugu omo ya che omo nsa na ne nsem ode abeto dwa ne se he has evidence or video evidence in case on some way you know okeka won right up no mu omu deny or the videos ne beba abonten a be kire say yes indeed MP was part of what happened. MP was part of a year on inciting youth and on attacking Namos for no enti e be ko ne akwakuti Erastus Asaredonko abra no to asem no mu nchene say yes or evidence wo ho a backing in some or trade by ni nyina nti e go tie Erastus Asaredonko ne some the two dwane mra sisi.
So that is what we know for now. And I know there have been denials and all that, but there are videos. In fact, there are videos which shows the men he went to the site with and the point where he was calling the Honorable Collins Dauda and indicating to the commander that it was Collins Dauda who sent them.
Well, we know tonight, courtesy the majority leader on the floor, that Collins Dauda has categorically denied it. He says he has no clue what the man is talking about, what the MP is saying.
Well, it remains to be seen, and I am happy that the probe has been initiated into this. NIMOS has the opportunity to present the evidence that they do have. There are witnesses to this. Some of them we have listened to. They will also present their argument. And at the end of the day, when we get to the bottom of this, I think the punishment should be, if indeed they are found culpable, to serve as a deterrent to people who in future will want to tread that path.
All right, so that was a Erastus Asaredonko Nensemo or the Ebetuja about the fact says you know when who say denials kakra koso especially on the side of a year Honorable Collins Dauda say ono the Ebetuja say enye ono na insight or Honorable Ebenezer Kwekwado say onko a year galamsey site ho na omo enko cause that mayhem no ewo honom enti eno no say sana ono so kadia well ono ankasa Erastus Asaredonko na any day since here they've established the probe into this particular matter. Now the only biano no de onim se Namos they also have the opportunity to present their evidence. Now evidence neba onim pa say e say yes. And some of betre to honi nyina no kre owom denials bebre start here eba Honorable Collins Dauda say asem no onim ho hwe na enye onu mom ene soma Honorable Ebenezer Kwekwado ni nyina o video a Ebenezer Kwekwado ka kire Namos commander say oni Honorable Collins Dauda ene kasa because o ka kire say onko ho na oni commander no enkasa enti den na afedi all of a sudden Honorable Collins Dauda say asem no ono de onim ho hwe na enye ono na small Ebenezer Honorable Ebenezer Kwekwado nti ono Erastus Asaredonko or evidence wo ho nti in case say even 9 months for crampo enya evidence anfa anko ono Erastus Asaredonko or evidence wo ho e kire say yes Honorable Collins Dauda ye boni din wo ho say ono na gina phone so a person one 9 months commander na said 9 months director of operations opese ono no edi nkomo nti eno de or evidence wo ho no ma e kire say yes obetimi provide in case of denials amount for denial or the yes evidence no ebeba na eno achi ana Solomon Owusu director for communications at the UP Plus party honorable and as a Dr. Alan Chomatin, Alan Chomatin, Ede Abba, UP Plus, or de Abba no, Solomon Owusu, and Director for Communications. And also the next Abba Tuja. Also on another for Pa, any a year Colonel Dominic Bois. On no Pa and the corner crowd, and down for Pa, no, waji briefings from a year, Niho. The transpire, ye see ye, na waji briefing ewo no ho enti nsema amanfo start deny say nya no krani ade ni nyina pen komo a one director of operations at the man Amos and komo on na di no enyina kire say ampa nsema Erastus asare don kodi to dwa on write up ni mu no ni nyina eye no kre say honorable Collins Dauda any honorable Ebenezer Kwakwado kasaye was site ho and then go be so ne Colonel Dominic Bois Edin Komo, Nina, ye briefing a watch Eddie Free, Director for Operations of Naimos. Once you go to Solomon Owusu, then some of the two draw about this particular issue. Hidden attack on Naimos. You're going to go to Solomon Owusu near Rasi.
Site, and mind you, last week I wasn't here. I was on the 5 regional tour. We were inaugurating our interim executives. So I went past this very site together with Yabo.
The Hidden areas.
It is dead by the roadside and very close to a police barrier. I keep telling you that wherever these illegalities are happening, it's very close to a police barrier. They are all complicit. So when we went past there, we saw it and it's like, Galamsey at it, only to learn that this even happened afterwards. We were going to go so. Now, Kenabwa was originally not going to that very site. He was on his way to go and do what they call reconnaissance. They were on the reconnaissance mission to identify a site that will be used as a permanent station point for NIMOS to deal with issues of Galamsey in the Afro region. On his way, he was alerted that something of that sort was happening. And
there was a commotion.
That there was an illegality, the destruction of the environment taking place. So
they were refining the tappings.
Absolutely. So he diverted his troops there, his members there, to go and see what was happening. After all, 9 months is what? National Anti-Illegal Mining. So if he hears anything, irrespective of whether you were going there or not, you must pass there. And that is the mark of a professional soldier. That's the mark of someone who is ready to die for this country. He went there. He did not strike as a military officer. He decided to engage them, arrested all the guys at site, and asked the operator, the guy that was operating the machine, I have their full report here, to refill the land that they have destroyed. That's a mark. I mean, he deserves a national order.
Kenabwa
deserves it.
Yeah, I agree with you, Solomon. Yes.
So when they started refilling the environment, so at a point he asked one of them to call the owner of the site. The first person to appear after that call was the defense intelligence assigned to Afro. That's why I say he must also be hauled to the court. They said they should call the site owner. The first person to come is defense intelligence. I keep telling you that it is the politicians and people that you call honorables in society.
You are saying that
is the reason why we are not dealing with
when he requested for
the owner of the site,
it was the defense intelligence
assigned person that came.
The representative.
He came to identify himself to Kenabwa and his team as the defense intelligence person. The next person to come was one Alex. In a range over, arrogant enough, according to the NIMOS, instructing them here and there. So the Alex is there before the MP came. Now, why did the MP go there? That is why I don't want my brother Adam to take hook, line, and sinker what the MP told him or might have told him. Because it will not stand the test of any rigorous legal process unless we want to deal with this issue.
You mean under proper scrutiny?
So first of all, the reason why I said this MP and Collins Dauda must be hauled. The MP claims he was called by Collins Dauda to go and attend to a business. Now Collins Dauda, I've listened to his account. He claims the first person he called was an assemblyman. If you are an MP of an area and there is a security challenge, do you call assemblyman or you call the commander responsible for the region or the very area that they easily have it?
Boss.
Absolutely. He cannot tell me that he's not oblivious of this fact. That when there is commotion, you call assemblyman. Mind you, in the case of Denjiro Obuasi, it was the same assemblyman, a supposed assemblyman, that led to the death of us. He led all the invasions.
Instigated
And caused the death of Major Mahama. Here again, we have Assemblyman. The Assemblyman claims that he wanted to speak to Kenebua. And Kenebua said he wouldn't. It was the reason why Collins Dada called, what's the name, the MP for Steve North to go in. Now, according to NIMOS, and I've seen all the videos associated with this commotion, there is no way in these videos that you see the MP who claimed he went there to Asamoah and show peace calming any nerves. You won't see him in any of the videos calming any nerves. You understand? So that when they got there and he instructed, and mind you, he, the MP, together with his tax, instructed a colonel of the army. Yes.
He's saying that he went there.
They are tax. They shouldn't annoy anybody in this country. Who are the party? They are tax. They think we are joking in this country. Look, I lost my sister only last Sunday. And one of the reasons why I lost my sister at Kolebu last Sunday is because of the effects of Galamsey. And here, let me thank all the medical staff of Kolebu. The emergency unit, Dr. Donya, Dr. Atakli, Dr. What's the name? Angela Wood, for a yeoman job, though my sister did not survive. So if you come here and we are dealing with issues of Galamsey, nobody must try to deal with it. Collins Dada, the MP that went to the site, decided to instruct, together with the staff, an army officer, a colonel, assigned by the state to release the people that he had arrested.
You mean he instructed?
He instructed. Yeah, he instructed Kenebua. Can you imagine? They had their guns on, but
who told you that? Because
I haven't. I just told you that Kenebua, is a very close friend. I have got him briefing. Me, I don't lie in anything. I have got him proper briefing. The MP, together with his staff, instructed him to release the guys. He said, no, I won't. But rather, I'll follow procedure. I want to send these people to police station. Listen to a professional person. He did not say he was sending them to Accra, but he was sending them to police station so that they go and deal with the police. It was there that they violently took the handcuff keys and freed the guys. You understand? You have done this and you have been told that what? You were there to make peace. Make peace to who? Make peace. If you are an MP and hear that there is something illegal.
Is an MP, the explanation I also got yesterday was that he is an MP of... No, a neighboring constituency who was passing through Sutifi South, right?
Yes.
To a funeral. So he saw the commotion. Mind you, you say the thing is at the roadside.
Yes.
And so you see the commotion.
No, he said he did not see the commotion. He was called. He said he was going to a funeral. He was called by Collins Dada to attend to a business because Collins Dada claims he had called the assemblyman. The assemblyman could not deal with the issue, so he had to call him. And I'm asking Collins Dada that if there is a commotion in your constituency, do you call the district commander or you call an assemblyman? What is he talking about?